I see the joy you bring, and all I want to do is to serve you. I see the joy you bring, and all I want to do is to serve you. Savesham svasti bhavatu, Savesham shanti bhavatu, Savesham purnam bhavatu, Savesham mangalam bhavatu. I see the relief you give, and my tears of love are overflowing. I see the relief you give, and my tears of love are overflowing. Savesham svasti bhavatu, Savesham shanti bhavatu, Savesham purnam bhavatu, Savesham mangalam bhavatu. I see the fulfillment you bring, and I lay my gratefulness at your feet. I see the fulfillment you bring, and I lay my gratefulness at your feet. Savesham svasti bhavatu, Savesham shanti bhavatu, Savesham purnam bhavatu, Savesham mangalam bhavatu. I see the growth you inspire, and I am happy to be alive. I see the growth you inspire, and I am happy to be alive. Savesham svasti bhavatu, Savesham shanti bhavatu, Savesham purnam bhavatu, Savesham mangalam bhavatu. I see the growth you inspire, and I am happy to be alive. I see the growth you inspire, and I am happy to be alive. Savesham svasti bhavatu, Savesham shanti bhavatu, Savesham purnam bhavatu, Savesham mangalam bhavatu. I see the joy you bring, and all I joy you bring, and all I want to do is to serve you. Save Shams Fasti Bhavatu, Save Sham Shanti Bhavatu, Save Sham Purnam Bhavatu, Save Sham Mangalam Bhavatu. I see the relief you give, and my tears of love are overflowing. I see the relief you give, and my tears of love are overflowing. Save Shams Fasti Bhavatu, Save Sham Shanti Bhavatu, Save Sham Purnam Bhavatu, Save Sham Mangalam Bhavatu. I see the fulfillment you bring, and I
Hello, welcome back to for all those who joined me in the previous One World Healing webinar, and welcome to all of you who this is your first time with me in this Wisdom and Awakening webinar. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to try my best to basically answer some questions for you. I'm going to give a talk on something that's going to help you and all those people out there. And also I'll be starting out with the awakening infusion, where I will basically pull your the essence, your energy, to meet your spirit or your soul. So that has tremendous benefits in your life, because that meeting creates the remembrance of your higher self, the more divine aspect of you. So, and also at the end of the webinar, I will be doing the what I call the meet the divine infusion, basically where I bring your essence to meet the source. You call it the creator, you call it God, whatever. It doesn't matter what words we use. Just basically, I'm just going to pull your essence to have a meeting with the source. That creates a feeling of home and love by the source. And the problems, all problems in the world is basically caused by lack of love. So that transmission, that infusion, creates tremendous benefit as well. So anyway, welcome. We will start first with the awakening transmission. So close your eyes. All you have to do is close your eyes and just relax and just feel yourself receive the transmission. I'm going to start off by just cleansing your energy field for a minute or so. So now I'm just going to pull your energy towards meeting with your spirit. Feel that meeting with your spirit right now. Your soul, like an ancient friend. It's going to merge the energy into your soul, your spirit, your soul. You and your spirit becomes one. Feel that right now. Notice how it makes you feel. Being connected with your soul, your spirit. All your problems in life just melts away, immediately melts away. Feel that warmth in your heart. Feel your own inner beauty and divinity as you are. always know you have never been separated from your spirit. You've always been connected. That deep connection has always existed. You are that divine spirit. Where there's joy, lightness, and happiness, and strength, and love, remember who you are. Remember these qualities within you. In a moment, you're going to open your eyes. But when you open your eyes, you're never the same again. After this meeting, you're never the same again. You're always connected to the highest aspect of yourself. Never drowning in life. You always know who you are. That magnificent spirit. That you are. You can gently open your eyes now. Have a stretch for a couple of minutes. So now I'm going to give a talk. The talk topic for this webinar is about how to let go and forgive yourself, and how to let go and forgive others. You see, this topic is such an important topic because it is fundamental to our suffering, in life. You see, I hear so many people talk about it's important to forgive and let go and let God and forgive others and that, and of course forgive yourself. So I want to just go a little bit deeper into that, what it is and how to forgive. You see, to understand this topic, we have to understand you have to go back to the key thing that makes this relevant, like that. And that key thing is that sense of doubting that sense of goodness in our heart, like our being, our identity. Doubting that goodness in us, When we doubt that goodness in us, what happens is that then these, what you call judgments of others towards us as what's as good and bad, And when we basically receive judgments of others as we grow up, like that, then we basically feel when we get judged that we're bad, we basically feel guilty. We feel guilty. And when you feel guilty, that's like, the energy that comes to me is it's like chewing gum inside you. It's like you're eating a kilo of chewing gum inside you, and it's just like stuck inside you like this. Guilt is like that. It's yucky. It's really yucky. It just clogs up your whole system. It will make you sick. You won't sleep well. It will make you angry. You're angry because you know you're not bad. So you just want to scream to others, stop saying I'm bad. Even when others are not even saying you're bad, you still want people to don't call me bad. Even though they're not. But it's just inside us, we have that guilt inside us. So forgiveness is when you actually let go that guilt. And when you let go that guilt, is really you're letting go that, or you're disbelieving that judgments of others having on you. And therefore you believe that, therefore you start to have judgments on yourself, like that. And that judgments of yourself, you believe that, and you believe the judgments of others that you're bad, and yourself that you're bad, is because you basically doubt, or we doubt. When we doubt that we are nothing but goodness. We are nothing but goodness. Like, it's actually not possible for us to be bad. It's actually not possible. It doesn't matter what we've done. You know, like, see, those actions that we've done that are deemed bad, the action might be deemed bad, but we are not bad. We are not bad. See, that's why Gandhi says, don't hate others. Hate their action, but don't hate them. Don't hate them. You see? So, it's critical that we understand all that for us to be able to forgive ourselves and forgive others. Like that. To forgive yourself, that means it's not just a matter of saying, I forgive myself, you know. But what it means is you have to dig deep and understand who you are. You have to dig deep and understand who you are. You have to dig deep and understand and know that who you are is the being of goodness and love, you know, and beauty. Oh, it's just that beauty in you. And that beauty is in everyone, because we're all one. The highest truth is we're all one. That's not a philosophy. We're all one. Knowing that, remembering that. When you remember that, then suddenly your guilt and self-judgments, it basically just disappears and vanishes. It just disappears and vanishes like that. And of course, when you don't have judgments of yourself, the judgments of others will disappear straight away, like that. So, guilt, forgiveness, you know, is really letting go of the feeling I'm bad, like that. So I'm going to share with you how to get rid of that. That I'm bad, like that. But before I do, I just want to share with you just a few things, very briefly, in my life that kind of relates to a little bit how to kind of let go, you know, how to disbelieve, that you're bad, because we grow up and thinking we're constantly reminded that we're bad, you know. I remember not the first, but when I was very young, when I first came to Australia, and as a refugee from Vietnam, then to Malaysia, on refugee camp, and then to Australia. And the first few months in Australia, I crossed the main highway from, I stayed with my sisters, me, my father, and my brother, living with my sister and her husband and her child. See, I crossed this highway, and then I just crossed this highway all the time, you know, all the time. I was 9, 10 years old, something like that. So I crossed this highway. I was just a little child, you know. And this lady said to me, she saw me. I crossed the road, you know, and she saw me on the other side. She saw me crossing the road, this major road, by myself, crossing the road. And she pointed at me like this. She said, naughty boy, like this. And I looked at her like, I don't understand why I'm a naughty boy. Because I cross this road nearly every day, you know. Like, my father trusts me that I can cross this road, like that. And if you come from Vietnam, you cross roads like this all the time. So there's nothing, this road. And I couldn't understand. She kept on saying, don't cross the road by yourself like that. Naughty boy. Like this. And of course, I didn't believe her. I'm not naughty. Like this. So, and of course, throughout my life, I grew up, like basically, people put you down, and growing up, they used to, my family, because my skin was always dark because I was in the sun a lot. My family used to say, my brother is handsome because he's more white skin, and I'm darker. So I was the ugly one. I was the ugly one, out of the two boys. The 6 girls and 2 boys with the same mother, like this. So I was the ugly one. But then I used to kind of, it sinks into you, It sinks into you thinking you're ugly because, they don't say you're ugly, but they kind of imply you're ugly. They say nicely, your brother is handsome, you're not like that. That's how they say you're ugly, like this. And I used to say to him, I used to have thick skin. I used to say to him, look, I may not be as handsome as my brother. I believed him there. See, I may not be as handsome as my brother. See, I somehow believed him. Why? Why do I believe him? But I believed him because I was young. But I said to him, in Vietnamese, I say, con không đẹp trai mà con dễ thương. Con không đẹp trai mà con dễ thương. That means I say, I am not handsome, but I am cute. I'm cute. I have a cute face that people like me. I used to tell people, I used to tell, when they say that to me or imply like that, and they used to look at me, they just shake their head, because they don't intend to hurt my feelings, but it's just conditioning, People just say these things, they don't know what they're saying. And then, of course, that kind of it didn't went into more deeply into my being. But as a young kid, you get affected. Growing up, you think you're ugly. Like this. And of course, as you get older, you kind of slowly, that stays with you. And it was only when I started, the more, what I found interesting, that you might find this really interesting too, is that when I started doing a lot of spiritual practice, when I started doing a lot of meditation and kindness to others and all this type of stuff, I started looking in the mirror. Every time I look in the mirror, I just look at myself like, wow, I look really bright. I look really bright and really beautiful. I look really nice, really beautiful and bright, like that. And the more I kind of look at myself, not that every day I check myself in the mirror, but from time to time when I see myself in the mirror, the more I do spiritual practice, that's after I started my spiritual journey, in my early 20s, then I started feeling more beautiful about myself, like this. So what I'm saying is this: first thing for you to forgive yourself is you gotta have thick skin. You gotta have thick skin. In other words, you just know that others who put you down and judge you, you just know that they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're saying. They might mean to, or they don't mean to. It doesn't matter. They don't know. I used to have that mindset. They don't know, like that. You see, and then I kind of try my best to not believe them. So that's the first thing. You got to have that thick skin and know you don't believe them, because when you don't believe them, What you're really saying is, I am not bad. I am good. You know, I'm full of goodness. I'm full of goodness. But if you do that, that helps a lot, but it's not enough. That's not enough. Because once that judgment of others, you know, and that makes you kind of like look at you and start judging yourself, you start seeing yourself as bad. Because that's energetic, you see. It kind of goes in your subconscious. It's energetic. So you can't clear that out easily. So you start to doubt. You start to doubt your goodness. You know, you're full of goodness as your natural spirit or your natural being, your inborn goodness. You cannot be any other way. You know, any other thing is just a judgment of others. You know, or you might, even if you've done what you call things that's what you realize that's not who you are, doesn't vibrate with you anymore. You just let go of that. You just let go. You let go of that, and then you know who you are. You know you are a being of goodness. But what I'm saying is, what we need to clear out that doubt that we're nothing but goodness, love and goodness. What we need to do to clear that out, we need to basically collect almost like evidence that we are good. Now, that doesn't mean we're proving to others, going around proving to others that I'm good. It doesn't mean that. It's what it means is you gotta collect good deeds and kind deeds, many good deeds and kind deeds, so that it helps you to remember that. See what it is we are full of goodness. We are the embodiment of love and goodness. But the problem is we forgot who we are. We doubt that. So what we need to do is we have to basically pretend that we are good, even though we are naturally good. We have to pretend that we are good, you know, and we do good actions, kind actions. So we collect evidence, you know, to convince that doubt, to clear that doubt out, that we are good. And when we clear that doubt out, then suddenly you start to remember that you're full of goodness. Not that you're goodness because you've done those good deeds, but the fact that you out convince your doubt, and then suddenly you start to see yourself then as goodness and love. So see, when you understand that, what I'm saying, it's really simple. It's really simple. It really makes sense. You know. So what you do then is you got to do a lot of kind deeds in your life. You know, to forgive yourself, you got to do a lot of kind deeds in your life. You know, a lot of kind deeds. You start to do that. You know, and like I've got a spiritual practice where it's called Wonderful Being Practice. Where in there you spend a minute or two each day to do something loving and kind. So you do it every day just like that, and in 365 days in 1 year, you've got 365 days, not days, but like actions of kindness. So like if you do that every day, 365 actions of kindness, you'll be able to convince your doubting mind, hey, you don't know what you're saying. You don't know who I am. Like, why are you saying I'm bad? Have you seen like all my actions, 365 kind deeds? Have you done that? Have you seen how many people do that in your life? You know, look what I've done. You know, thanks but no thanks. You'll be speaking to your mind like that. See? You won't doubt yourself. And this is a natural, organic process. You know, that's what we've got to do. Another thing we've got to do is go and watch all the replays. Watch all the replays of the healing that I do. All the healing that I do. One world healing. To receive, to cleanse out that doubt, that negativity, that doubt thinking you're bad. Like that. So see, when you watch that, my being will cleanse that, help you cleanse that doubt out of you. So easy. Just watch that replay. Close your eyes, and just feel me doing that through the video, like that. And many people are doing that, and it works really well. That's another thing you can do. And I'll be putting a lot more videos out in the next month or so. I'll be putting a lot of videos out that I'll be specifically clearing all these guilt and all these energies, different videos for different things. So keep an eye out for that. So you can watch that, and that'll just help you clear it out. Basically, I am constantly thinking of ways that is the easiest for people, the easiest for people, so that they don't have to do too much, and they benefit from these healing like that. So that's another thing you can do, and of course I'll put another video out as well. I'll just take away. Release all the pain from you, because every pain that you have is thinking that you're bad. Every pain, I don't care what it is, that thinking that you're bad, will lead it make you feel like just heart pain, and then it leads to physical illness and mental illness, like that. Another method. I'm going to release heaps of videos to help this type of thing. But another method, you gotta learn how to meditate. Because when you meditate properly, that'll bring your awareness into the present moment. And every second that you're in the present moment, that helps you to remember your divine being, your divine goodness and love and beauty. So that helps you to create that direct remembrance of yourself, of your higher self. And of course, the more you remember your divine aspect of you, your beautiful divine aspect of yourself, you'll forget the bad aspect of yourself, which is not even you. That's put in by others, like that. So you've got to learn how to meditate, and you've got to learn how to meditate properly. Properly. One master said beautifully, tons of theories has less value than 1 gram of practice. So when we practice, not just practice, we've got to practice. It can't be just theoretical. And I heard another person say, one person told me, practice doesn't make perfect. I said, what do you mean? Practice doesn't make perfect. He said, perfect practice makes perfect. That was my tennis coach when I was growing up. He said, perfect practice makes perfect. So you got to practice a serve with perfect technique for you to play the shot perfectly. Otherwise, you'll be practicing the wrong technique. It won't become perfect. So make sure you do meditation practice, and make sure you know how to do the meditation perfectly. Perfectly. So I've got videos recently. It's been released. So watch the videos. Watch the videos on how to meditate, perfect meditation. Watch that, and so you learn how to meditate properly. To meditate properly is easy. It's not hard. It's not a hard thing. It is basic stuff. It's much harder to graduate from university. It's much harder to write a 2,000 essay at university. You know, it's much harder. It's to meditate properly. It's really easy. You know, it's really easy. You know, like you just got to concentrate really well, focused. You got to focus. Have one point to focus on, and you got to focus correctly with your awareness. And then you got to know when you're focused that you know you are in focus, like that. So you're not in your head thinking rubbish, future thoughts, past thoughts. Essentially, that's that. But watch my my longer video on that topic, so you learn how to meditate properly. And go on the website and download the guided meditation, and that way you learn how to meditate properly as well, like that. So they're there's so many ways, but they're the most simple ways like that. And of course, last thing, I won't speak much more because I'm out of time, is just directly surrender and let go whatever pain, whatever guilt you've got. Just let go to the source. Just pray to God. Just let go. Just let God take it away. They say let go and let God, you know. Just take it away. You know, like that. And don't think of any more. Like that. Anyway, that's my talk today on how to let go of your guilt, and just that way, when you let go, you really forgive yourself. You know, you really forgive yourself, and when you're able to forgive yourself and let go like that, immediately you forgive others. Anyone that caused you pain in the past, naturally you let that go. You won't hold on to the blaming them. You let that go, because you know it doesn't benefit you or them. It's making you sick and them sick. You know, so just be courageous and you just let go. So that is my talk today on that topic. Now, Premo is going to ask your questions, and I'll try my best to answer them. Okay, I've got instruction there as well to switch the mic. So I'll do that.
Okay, Arlene in France would like you to explain to her how to awaken the healing power in myself, how to get the confidence.
You see, this healing power, basically, it is in all of us, you know, in all of us. Like, see, the funny thing is this. See, I know that, you know, like the way that I'm healing, there's no reason why other people can't heal like me, you know, like where I'm healing people, not just one-on-one, you know, all sorts of conditions, all sorts of physical, mental conditions, you know, like all sorts, you know? And I'm healing not just one-on-one. I'm healing like a group of 400 or 500 people in a hall, you know, and I ask a survey and they put their hand up, healing all sorts of physical conditions, you know, back pain, shoulder pain, and headaches, and knee, and all sorts of things like that. In an hour healing session, like that, and I'm giving a healing like now, instead of in a hall full of people. Now I'm sitting here on my seat, healing all the people all over the world, like the same time, you know. Sometimes people, like people write on the, I heard, or they write on our Facebook ad and things like that. They say lies. Like, these are not lies. You know, you have to watch the comment of these people who actually receive the healing. Because why? I understand why they say it's lies, because they don't believe it. Like, how could it be possible? But in my mind, there's no reason why you can't heal like that. There's no reason why everyone can heal like me, in my mind. But now I'm going to share with you the difference. You know. Like, the potential is there. You know. But the difference is this. When I send energy or intention towards someone else, you know, healing, that might be across the globe, group, one-on-one, whatever. But I know when I send the energy to the heart, you know, to the shoulders, to the brain, to the whatever, I know when I send that, the energy, I know it's reached. It has reached there. And then I see it clean and clear and heal and get better, and you know, and slowly come to perfect. Now. Yes, perfect now. Bang. Yes. Now. Yep. Now. Bang. Yep. Beautiful. See, I'm seeing that. But the difference is I believe that. If I don't believe that, nothing's going to happen. Can you understand what I'm saying? Nothing is going to happen if I don't believe that. You know? Yeah. And the people living with me, see, they are, you know, watching me do this, and they're practicing themselves, and over time, they think they get better at it themselves as a healer. Because the more you see, the more you have conviction. No one lives with me thinks, oh, you're healing our lives, because they see me. They see people get well. They see it all the time. It's normal. It's like a Vietnamese eating, white rice. You know, like that. So you know, it's normal. It's normal. You know, like this. There's nothing special. So what I'm trying to say is the difference is conviction. See, so to have that conviction, to be a healer, to have that conviction, right? You have to learn from someone that has that conviction. In other words, you have to witness with your own eyes healing like that in front of your eyes. You have to witness miraculous healing in front of your eyes. What people call miraculous is not miraculous. It's actually, to me, it's totally scientific, you know. Not that I need to prove to science, but I can see there's nothing miraculous about it. I can see it happening, you know. It's nothing, it's normal. But it looks miraculous because not many people can do this. But I'm trying to change that. I'm not trying to change the world so that everyone, the whole world will hopefully one day know that this is normal stuff. This is normal stuff, you know, like that. So main thing is that conviction, you know. You've got to witness someone do it in front of your eyes, and it does something to you. Those people who actually witness me do a live healing demonstration when I teach in the Becoming a Great Healer Masterclass, when they watch me heal people and I show them what I'm doing in front of their eyes, they're just like, oh my God, I just can't believe I saw that. Oh my God, you know, and they're almost like, oh my God, is that real? So they speak to those people that receive the healing, you know, and they're like, yeah, it's real. You see, but when they witness that, it does something to them. Immediately, that conviction that it's possible. First, you need the conviction that it's possible. If you think it's not possible, forget about healing. Forget about it. You know. First, you must think it's possible. You know, and then you want to move to this is normal. It's like breathing. To heal someone, to get someone well from your energies and your intentions, your pure intentions. like you think it's normal, like that. You want to move like that. In other words, you want that conviction, you want that confidence, and you want to have that by removing your doubt. The only difference between me and everyone else is they doubt. I don't. I don't doubt. I don't doubt that. You know? I don't doubt that. You know? Like, and if I heal someone and they just haven't perfectly healed yet, there's nothing wrong. I don't go, oh, my healing is not working. No. I just know, oh, they just need more healing. They just need more healing to move more, heal more. Like that. You know? They just need more healing. Like that. But I just know they'll improve. Like that. In me, there's conviction there. There's absolutely no doubt about that. There's absolutely no doubt about that. So, that's the difference. That's the difference, you know. When you understand that, it's beautiful. It is fantastic. It's beautiful. Because you know you can do this. You know you can do this. You just got to let go of that doubt. You know, that doubt. That within all of us, within every human being, God created us with this power. As a human being, we have this power that what we see will be. What we see will become reality. You know, what we picture, what we see with our conviction becomes reality. You know, like we have that, and the difference is just doubt. So just remove that doubt, clear that out. You clear that out by watching great masters heal in front of you, like that. You know, and then practice how to heal, how to do that on yourself and others. And before you know, you go, whoa, this is working. And then you get better. It's a craft. It's your craft. You do more. You get better. You get more conviction. You do more. You get better. You go, wow, it's working. Wow. You do more. You get better. That's it. And then when you have no doubt, then you'll be able to do absolutely miraculous healing. That's it. Simple, that's it.
The next question, Sri Avinash, comes from Carly in the UK, and she's asking, how can I learn not to react in the moment?
See, to learn not to react, it's I know it's how to say. Like I love to just give like a quick answer, like you know, do this thing, say this, or do this something quick, and then that's gonna work. But it's really hard. It doesn't work like that, you know. It's like saying, you know, look, like if I haven't played tennis and I haven't practiced playing tennis for many months, and then I go to the tennis court and my friend asked me, actually my younger brother, my half brother asked me, you want to play a tennis set? And I haven't played tennis for 6 months, and I used to train him. I used to beat him 6-love all the time, you know. And then I said, like, you know, my younger brother asked me to play. I can't chicken out, so I said, okay. But you know, I thought, oh, he might beat me this time, but I didn't know he was going to beat me 6-love. He beat me 6-love, you know. It's unbelievable. He beat me 6-love, you know. It was embarrassing. Lucky it was only my brother and no one else. You know, like this, you know. But see, I try my best in the moment. But I lost. I couldn't hit the shots well because I haven't practiced. So to in the moment, to not to react. When someone screams at you, or you get a parking fine, or you get bad news, you've got cancer or whatever problems, sickness, or trouble with your family, you know, or loss of jobs, financial difficulty, you know, or someone confront you, you know, whatever. Now to compose, to not react, that takes a lot of training, you know. That takes a lot of watching my my healing replays, my one more healing replays, hours every day watching for a whole year, many years, watching my teachings, because my teachings are not just words, just hitting your words, more concepts, more rubbish like that. No, my teachings it's like a fire. Boom. It just burns your negativities away. See, like, I'm passionate, but it's like a fire. But this fire is beautiful. It's beautiful. It just burns your negativities away like that. Watch all my teachings like that. Learn my meditation. Online. Watch my meditations, techniques, and practice it every day. Do the wonderful being practice to cleanse the rubbish attitudes, cultivate love in you and love for humanity, so that you remember that you are divine. You are divine. You are that beauty and strength and divinity. You are divine. Yeah, it's just our dogs barking outside, but that's fine. They are just doing their job, looking after the place. Like I'm doing my job to help you, to teach you. Like they're just doing their barking. Now, basically we are divine, so we have to basically remember that. We remember that by clearing all the rubbish out of us through all these practices, all the practice, and from these practices. Once we clear the rubbish out, then suddenly we remember that divinity in us. When we remember that divinity in us, then we have that pure love, and love is powerful and strong. And when our love is powerful and strong like that, then we don't react. Whatever happens, we're calm. We know that all will be well. We just know that all will be well, like that. Tripura, can you calm the dogs down? Otherwise, just for a moment. They stop. Yeah, can you calm the dogs down? Otherwise, it affects this recording, and when people watch the replay and all that, it actually ruins the talk for others. Like that. These dogs need more training. So everybody needs training. Our dogs need training. We're just too kind and loving to them, and they start mucking up. Oh, that's funny. No, that's funny. Yeah. Anyway, that ends that question. And that ends that question. How to not kind of react in the moment.
Lovely, thank you. Right, from Italy, Wally is asking, how can I overcome panic attacks and be free from limiting beliefs?
Panic attacks, panic attacks is caused, you got to know the cause. It's caused by basically overthinking, overthinking. So a situation comes in your life, and you have so much thinking about the topic or that circumstance. So you're thinking about, usually panic attack is relates to the future. You think about the future. So you think about the future, and you have all these thoughts. Can I do it? I'm gonna fail. Oh, it's not gonna happen again. Like, I want to be embarrassed. Basically, all these future thoughts in relation to something, and the thought just races more faster, and then our emotions basically follow our thoughts like a shadow. So our emotions start to follow those negative thoughts, fearful thoughts, and then suddenly you basically got this racing emotion of negativities and fear, and then what it does is that it just makes your body tense, really tense, and when your body really tense, you start to breathe like really shallow, like that. like tense, and then when you realize you can't breathe, and then you panic. That's it. That's called panic attack. It's a panic attack. So really, to stop panic attack, first thing you do is you got to start breathing slowly. Breathe slowly. Breathe in. Focus on the breathing. Breathe in. And you feel the air filling up your lungs. You know you're breathing in. Focus on that. And then you breathe out slowly. And feel the air leaving your lungs. And know you're breathing out. Just focus really hard, the best you can like that. Keep on doing that. Because if when you do that, when you focus on that, that's a meditation technique. When you focus on your breath, for example, as what you call breath meditation, then what happens is your awareness it doesn't latch onto the thoughts, which means it doesn't latch into the future. It doesn't move to the future, which makes you nervous, and it spins up more thoughts about it, and it causes the panic attack. So what you're doing, you're basically stopping thoughts through concentration, through one-pointedness concentration, what you call meditation. You do that. And when you do that, within a couple of minutes, immediately, actually, it starts to kind of slow down. Your breathing starts to be more fuller, and the panic attack will just disappear. But of course, if you haven't been practicing breath meditation or other form of meditation, you'll be trying to do it. First thing is you won't be able to do it, because when that thought's racing, you won't remember to do it. You actually won't even remember I've got to do breath meditation now. That won't enter your mind. You won't have the awareness to remember that in the live moment. So the panic attack will continue until you just basically freak out, and then and your body can become so tired, you've got no more energy left to think about anything, and you just kind of almost collapse, and then that's how your thinking stops, and then your panic attack goes away temporarily. See, that's like the ball runs, and the ball gets tired and stops, like that, So you're out of oomph, thinking so much, you get tired, you stop thinking, and then your panic attack goes away. But that's not the way. That's not the way, because it will come and happen again. It will happen again. So you've got to learn how to meditate, and you can't just do it in the moment, because you won't remember it. And even if you remember it in the moment, I remember to do it now. You won't be able to do it properly, because you start focusing on the breath. You go breathe in, and then suddenly you're thinking the thoughts racing. You start focusing on that, and you won't be able to come back and focus on the breath again. That's why you've got to practice when there's no panic attack happens, when you're calm and everything normal. You practice like that, and then when the real life situation comes, and you win. You win. You beat your thoughts. You beat your mind. Like 6 love. Yeah, 6 love, like that. Game, set, match. You beat your mind. Otherwise, of course you try your best, but to be honest with you won't be able to do it. I'm talking about the live moment. I'm not saying you don't try your best, but you won't be able to do it properly. So, practice. It's like cricket. You practice in the nets, and then every day, and then you go on the pitch on the weekend to play the match, to play your cricket match. You practice the nets, and you go on the weekend to play the match, and then you score half centuries. Then you score centuries. If you don't practice in the nets, you can't just go on the pitch and start scoring half centuries like that. I never scored half a century playing cricket in my life. My highest score is 36, because I hardly play in the nets. I hardly practice. I just woke up on the weekend and bat, and then I get out like 5-6 runs, and I get out, like that, So I didn't practice, But practice. My message is practice. Practice a lot, and you'll be able to. Panic attacks is really nothing at all. Honestly, you practice regularly, that's nothing at all. People have the panic attacks in the world. It's just purely, they're happening so much purely because people don't practice meditation like quality and daily. Daily. They don't do that. So when the situation comes, You know, you can only try your best. You know. Next question.
All right, this question comes from Eva in Spain, and she's asking, could you please speak on what is the best way to connect and remain with your purpose?
See, basically, see, our purpose is divine, You know, everyone has slightly different purpose, You know, in life, but really, in our heart, You know, we just want to be happy, and we want others to be happy. You know, that is really our purpose in life. You know, like that. Like, it's not about careers. You know, it's not about careers. Our purpose is not about trying to succeed in a career. That's not a purpose. That's just surviving. You know, surviving. Our purpose is to be happy. You know, to be happy, and to help others to be happy, to spread that happiness, that joy to others. You know, now that itself can express in many different ways. You know, so in our divine being, it knows that. You know, it knows that. So step one, to try to find out what that is. I want to share the way. You know, I want to share the way. It's really simple. It's simple. You got to pray to God. You got to pray to God. You know, you got to pray to God with all your heart. Pray with tears. You know, tears. You know, because tears shows that you really mean it. You really mean it. You know, like all your heart. Pray to God. You know, ask God. Like, I just want to be happy. I want my life to be beautiful and happy. You know, I want to be a beautiful example of your creation, how you created me. I just want to be my highest goodness and beauty. So everywhere I go, I want that naturally to spread that to others. You know, everyone who sees me, they feel comfortable and they feel lighter, and that helps them to be more happy, and you remember the love in their heart, the goodness in their heart. Like, I want to be your example like that, you know, like that. And I just wanna, in my life, I just wanna serve you. You know, like whatever form you want me to serve you, I don't know. Only you know that. I just wanna serve you. Well, I'm telling you, this is what I did. This is what I did. You know, like, this is what I did. You know, like for example, I remember when I graduated from university, I worked in this big accounting firm, you know, and after like a year and a half working there, around there, I basically, I had this pulling to kind of, I want to just serve the world, you know, I want to serve the world. So what I did was, I basically quit my job without another job, you know, and then the partner of the firm actually flew down when I was interstate doing that job, flew down and had a chat with me in the drive and asked me, what are you going to do? And I said, to be honest with you, like I don't know what I'm going to do, you know, but I just want to serve humanity, you know, I just want to serve humanity. So you want to go and you want to go stop the dogs barking? You want to go? Yeah. You can go, Prima. You can go. Yeah. Because otherwise it ruins this video. Yeah. Because this mic's very sensitive. It picks up everything. So I was saying. To my boss that like I don't know. I just want to serve humanity, you know. And he said to me, like, understand how you feel. He said to me, but how, like, can I ask you, like, how people going to believe you, you know, believe you, because you're so young. I said, to be honest with you, I don't know, but I want to go and live my dream. That's all I know. And of course, there's a whole journey in itself, and how it unfolded is completely not exactly what I thought it was, you know, like this. So that's what I did, you know. I prayed to God like that. And then when you pray to God, you know, like in your heart, you know, every day, you know, you're yearning that dream in your heart. I'm not talking about aggressively or proving to others. It's just quietly, gently, you know, simply, just you and your heartfelt wish. You and God, your heartfelt wish. Every day, it's always there in your heart, wishing to fulfill that wish, fulfill that dream, like that. And when you do that, 100%, God will fulfill that dream. That's how you connect with your purpose, and that's how you I guess manifest that purpose, you know, like that. And of course, along the way, you have a connection with the divine, and your life becomes beautiful, you know, like such joy and wisdom and strength and happiness. That's how God wants us to live, like that, you know. Yeah. Anyway, that ends that the answer to that question. You know? So we're gonna finish off now. I've got here, switch the mic. We're going to end the webinar with the Meet the Divine Infusion, where I'll bring you to merge, to meet with your soul, and from your soul and you as one, you're gonna meet. I'm gonna try my best for you to meet the source. The creator or God, whatever you call it, doesn't matter what words, that meeting now. So just close your eyes and just feel yourself receiving that transmission. Just cleansing your energy field, just a moment, for a couple of minutes. Now, I'm just going to bring your essence to merge with your spirit. Feel that right now. Feel your divine spirit just cleansing all your troubles away. I'm going to merge yourself to become one with your soul, your spirit. Feel that right now. Now, I'm going to just expand that your consciousness outward, across the whole universe. Endless universe. Feel yourself expanding. Now, I'm going to bring the expansive self, your being, to meet the source. Feel that right now. You're just right in front of the source. The creator of the whole universe. feel God's love for you. Feel God's admiration for you. Now, I'm just going to merge your consciousness with the universal consciousness. Now you're one with the source. You're connected. Feel that right now. Feel that beautiful connection since ancient times. Feel how nice that makes you feel. Feel your perfection and goodness. As you are. Nothing but goodness and love. And a light for the world. Feel that. Try to remember this in your heart. This divine connection that has never been severed. Never forget this connection in our everyday life. Never forget the big picture of who we are and our magnificence. Feel God's love filling up your heart. Feel that right now. Remember this feeling. Remember this place, this connection. And go back to it yourself often. Whenever you like. Never forget who you are. It's going to pull your awareness back to your everyday life. But never forget this connection. You can gently open your eyes and we'll end the transmission. So thank you for joining me in this Wisdom and Awakening webinar. I apologize for our puppies. They've done really well with every webinar. This is the first webinar where they have a little bit of attention seeking, which is understandable. They've had a really good run. So I apologize for that, but it should be fine. It should be fine. And I hope you benefit from that webinar, and do take care. Look after yourself out there, and be a beautiful being that you are. Take care. See ya.
I see the joy you bring, and all I want to do is to serve you. I see the joy you bring, and all I want to do is to serve you. Savesham spastir bhavatu, Savesham shantir bhavatu, Savesham purnam bhavatu, Savesham mangalam bhavatu. I see the relief you give, and my tears of love are overflowing. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. I see the fulfillment you bring, and I lay my gratefulness at your feet. I see the fulfillment you bring, and I lay my gratefulness at your feet. Sarvesham Swasti Bhavatu Sarvesham Shanti Bhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. I see the growth you inspire, and I am happy to be alive. I see the growth you inspire, and I am happy to be alive. Sarvesham Swasti Bhavatu Sarvesham Shanti Bhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. I see the growth you inspire, and I am happy to be alive. I see the growth you inspire, and I am happy to be alive. Sarvesham Swasti Bhavatu Sarvesham Shanti Bhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu.
You can feel it. It's magical, and you just like, you want to be there. I was like, I don't want to leave it. I just don't want to go anywhere.
And there was a sense of joy and also excitement.
That power, that feeling, that is just out of this world.
It's just life-changing, I think. Everything's life-changing with him.
It was incredible feeling, an incredible state to feel the stillness, the calm, the peace, the connection with everything.
About a minute into it, I just completely relaxed, and you just completely, your mind's just really clear, no thoughts. It's just kind of just that moment of bliss. It was great.
It was like that bliss and really connecting with God. And I think I said, oh my God. It was just the purest, most gentle but divine feeling I've ever had in my life. Oh no, that was just so special. I don't even know if I could put that into words, but I can feel myself misting up when I think about it. It was profound and so special.
It's just joy coming through, and it's amazing. It's powerful. It's very powerful.
His ability to share his Satori state and clear through all the many people's blockages that sit with him is very unique. I don't know of anyone else that can do that.
When Sri Avinash does this, you feel the energy instantly, of the calmness and the peace.
His patience and his love just drive the energy to come within you, and then you're able to relax and actually receive it.
Well, he's the guiding force. You can see that that he controls that divine energy, and he can direct it. And that's what's so special about him, I think.
It was amazing. The energy was so strong. Sri Avinash said I was on my divine couch. And I felt there was nothing else in the world that mattered. It was just total peace.
Love. Pure, unconditional love. And that's when I started crying, was because I just felt my heart expand. And to me, that's what God feels like.
Sri Avinash is saying that's your soul, that's who you are. And to see that and feel that and share that is just beautiful.
Not only me, but Sri Avinash can, with his sheer resonating power, can just take one after the other, an entire room full of people, and with varying times, give everybody that experience, or at least close to it. It's just, there's no doubt in my mind. I wasn't even sure what I was chasing until that moment, and now I know what I'm chasing.
How has your experience been of learning the healing directly from a master?
Oh, incredible, phenomenal. And I think certainly even just coming today would be wonderful, but having had the Friday and the Saturday and the Sunday events all stacked one upon each other, it just, I think, opens you up, opens your heart and your mind, your consciousness to that this is all true, and it's all, it's that faith is really, really strengthened. Been an absolutely beautiful, enriching, enlightening, wonderful, wonderful experience.
Do you feel like you can heal others now?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, I do. I say that with utter conviction now, and I would never have said that on Friday. I would have said I want to. I've had the desire to and the want to do it. But to come to an event like this and to be guided, powerfully but gently into having that conviction that you can do it, and how to take what's available to all of us, but how we can all do that is just, it's been an incredible experience.
I love the refreshing approach that Sri Avinash brings. It's simple, but it's really very powerful, and gave us all some beautiful tools that are applicable, in healing. It's encouraging to recognise that we can be our own healers, and with the support and education of people like Sri Avinash, it goes a long way to helping us to take responsibility for ourselves. I love his simple but pragmatic and humorous teaching style. It's very down to earth, and to actually be there in Sri Avinash's atmosphere and watching him work, it's like a picture like that is better than 1,000 words.
What was it like to witness the live demonstrations? What did
that was amazing, because I saw the girl that he was doing it on. Oh my God, what a big lift. Even her posture changed.
You had the opportunity on the day to practice with other students.
Yeah.
What was that like for you?
That was really fun. That was really, really fun, because I would try all the energies that he explained, and I like the dynamic chi, so I'm like, well, I'm gonna, I always start off with that. And then when my partner was doing it back to me, I can feel it. I was like, oh, he's doing it back to me, and it made me laugh. It was like, oh my God, so that's what it feels like, so powerful and so strong. But it was amazing because so we had two partners separately, of course, and each time we both knew what the other one was using.
Amazing.
Yeah, because he allowed us to feel that before we practiced on each other. We knew what it felt like when we were doing it to one another. I even done it on my daughter. When she's sleeping, she grinds her teeth.
Yeah.
And so I start doing it on her, and then she completely stops. But the funny thing is, she doesn't know that I'm doing it because she's sleeping. Her back will be turned, but as soon as I start, she'll turn towards me.
How about that?
I know, amazing. So it's really good because the teachings really come in handy.
Yeah. How would you describe Sri Avinash, by the way?
Like a really good friend. You know, he's someone that he reminds you of a really good friend that you had, you know. That's the feeling that I get whenever I see him. I'm like, he reminds me of a really good friend.
He just has the amazing ability to connect at a level where he's amongst us. So he's not on a pedestal, you know, he's not like a hierarchy, you know, it's like he's one of us, and he's sharing. I feel like he turns himself inside out for us. It's like he strips down all your vulnerabilities, and you feel safe with him, and he's just honest, and he's genuine, and he's caring. He's actually he cares about us. You know, I've just had a huge shift, like directly in the heart, in the way that I just feel so happy, and I just feel so much love. It's unbelievable. And I did not actually know that I would become a healer. And through the interaction, through the practicing, I got such positive feedback from the people I did healing with that I had no idea I had that in me. So yeah, it's just been a real positive outcome. I know I was infused because when I was doing my healing, like today, I know we did some yesterday, and when I did some today, I had a really good rapport from, you know, the healer, and I called upon the great healers, you know, to help me, you know, today with, you know, divine light, divine love, divine peace. So, you know, they were there, they were backing me up, 100%.
Can you tell me about the feedback that you received when you were practicing the healing on others? What sort of things do people say?
Just, you know, how, you know, when I was tuning in, when I was bringing in the divine light or divine love, they could actually feel it coming in when I was infusing them. You know, they could feel the shift, which was really uplifting for me because I was giving it everything I had, even though, you know, it was my first time. I just gave it everything I had, and it was truly working. So yeah, it was amazing.
My healee experienced exactly where I was directing those lights.
That must have really been, you know, confidence building for you.
It was, even to the point where I was wrapping my healee in that orb of light clockwise. She actually felt something going clockwise around her, so that was pretty amazing. I mean, you know, it was the same direction that I was doing it. I was very surprised that she actually felt what I was doing. Had tears of gratitude. Suddenly I realised that's what I'm here for.
From the moment I walked in and he started transmitting his healing, you know, I think the first minute I just had tears rolling down my face because I could just feel the divine love that he was transmitting to us. I love how we've been able to witness people being healed right in front of our eyes. You know, there's nothing more powerful, you know, if you're showing it right there, it's very, very powerful. It brings you that, wow, this is real. It's just real. Yeah, I can just feel it, and I don't know how you describe it, but it's, you know, it's great because it just makes you feel blissful, I guess, and tranquil and peaceful.
Sri Avinash awakened the great healer in you. What was that like?
I did not want that session to end.
What would your recommendation be to someone thinking about attending a masterclass?
I'll just do it. It's phenomenal. You won't regret it. It's phenomenal.
Well, I came with no expectations, so yeah, it really blew me out of the water.
It's almost like they say, you know, if you're going to do one thing in your life, do this.
I've been on a spiritual level for so long, but this was the ultimate experience I had in my life.
From the moment we arrived, you could tell that it wasn't just any retreat. There was calm everywhere. Everybody was extremely friendly.
It's lovely to be in a group with people who are all looking for peace and happiness, and to watch people change over the weekend. It's beautiful.
Through all the spiritual master that I met, I never experienced the connection as I do with this spiritual master. I mean, everyone has goodness, but he has something really special.
He is just an amazingly beautiful presence. Strong, gentle, powerful.
You feel his unconditional love and his compassion, and at the same time, his joyfulness, you know? It's so good, you know. In most spiritual retreat, everything is serious. Here I can't stop laughing.
He's the funniest master you're ever going to meet. Most genuine and happy and joyful. He's the common man's master. He really is.
There is an immediate heart. You just feel his heart, and it's beautiful.
It's a very special man in a very special body doing God's work.
Those whose hearts are not open to me during this retreat, they're going to feel great. And those whose hearts are open, they're going to feel amazing at the end of the retreat.
I will never forget for the rest of my life this feeling of power and strength and stillness and calm. Like a solid tree surrounded by crazy wind and it just doesn't move. That power, that feeling, that is just out of this world.
That was just incredible. Very grounding, very centering. It was just, yeah, it was really great. I felt very sort of chaotic, just very off-center, very ungrounded before I came yesterday. Now I feel probably more grounded than I've ever felt.
All I could feel was love, peace and joy for the whole of humanity, the universe, everything, which is what I've been praying for.
It's just an amazing moment. It's an amazing experience and it's so powerful.
Your mind will be wrestling all over the place, going all over the place. And it's a bit like arm wrestle. Spiritual arm wrestle, you know? And I arm wrestle you. And when I get you down like that, that's your insatori, which is a temporary state of enlightenment.
He teaches complex subjects in a really easy to understand, straightforward manner that have examples in our everyday life.
His talks are always interesting, his questions and answers, he's funny. And he's got all these metaphors from his own life when he was growing up, which helps us relate that to our own lives and the experiences that we've had.
I could feel when he was around me. It was just the most beautiful feelings. You could see a real difference in everyone's faces, like before and after.
It feels amazing. Whatever it has to heal, it got healed.
I teach the way, the correct way to do meditation and understanding how it works. It's not guesswork, you know. doing it and knowing exactly what you are doing, confidently. And when you practice it, you get results.
Yeah, he's so, loving to everyone, calm, and then just the way he spent time with every individual is the thing that everyone can see.
It was so lovely. Yeah, he just put his hand on my head, and yeah, I can just feel just beautiful energy coming through my body. So peaceful, really in my heart space as well. Just beautiful love.
Well, that's a very, very special event, and being so close to him and feeling that pure energy and that pure love and the way that transcends my being at that particular point in time. I just felt like a very different person when I stood up.
I feel magically blessed to have this experience and to have access to Sri Avinash in any form. So the one thing I would say is I'm eternally grateful, and I would encourage anybody to take up any opportunity they can.
People in Australia everyone should come here. Everyone should experience something like this.
For me, I would love everybody in the whole world to be able to do this retreat and spend time with Sri Avinash and experience what I've experienced.
With everybody else that I've spoken to, they can't believe the amount of transformation they've had in such a short space of time.
I don't know, it was such a blissful experience for me. And you actually have to come. It's not good to listen to what I say. Come and experience for yourself, and believe me, you never forget about it.